Hello everybody, welcome to Heavenly Album Covers, and we're going to do a quick look at a small series of albums that came out in 1970 or 71, and they were produced by a company called International Telecomm Incorporated out of Maryland, and they were also connected to something called Nations Business out of Washington, D.C. And the albums are, the overall title of the series is Executive Seminar in Sound. I've got 8 volumes here. I'm not sure if they did more or what, but these are 33 1/3 RPM albums. I'm positive that these albums were released as cassette tapes at some point also, and I'm not sure if the covers of the albums match the covers of the cassettes. So here we go. These album covers are uniform. The artwork is very uniform. They're just on the left side of Strange. The figures are very odd, despite the fact that overall the covers are very attractive. They're all printed in different colors with some dramatic spot color. So here we are with number 1 in the series, How to Get Your Ideas Across. And here we have 2 guys in a chair, two guys in 2 chairs, watching this guy point to a blank board, and looks like they have an ashtray there for smoking. And that's number 1. Let's go on to number 2 here. Number 2 in the series is Make the Most of Your Life. Here we have a gentleman, kind of a odd looking face. He's got paperwork piled up, and obviously his secretary looks pretty upset up here. And they emphasize the watch. I guess he's got to meet a time frame, and he's a little bit worried. So that's number 2. Nice coloring. It's got kind of a yellow and a blue motif. And then we're going on to album number 3 in the series. Where's my little pointer? This one's called Your Role as a Decision Maker. And here we have 4 guys. They're having a meeting. Looks like this is the head guy pointing out some material, pointing out a point here. And these guys are looking very interested in what this guy's doing. The general color motif is blue. There's dark blue, light blue, and white. That's number 3. Got a few more to cover here. Here's album number 4 in the series of Executive Seminars in Sound. This one's called Guide to Better People Management. And let's see what's happening here. I'm not exactly sure what's happening. This guy is handing some paperwork to this guy, and this guy's just kind of leaning over in the background. The color scheme is kind of odd. It's got kind of an orange tint, and well, that's number 4. I'm not a big fan of the artwork on number 4. And then number 5 here in the series. Ugh. This one's called Mastering the Art of Delegating. And again, we have some employees here. Looks like the boss is telling them things, giving them some important information out of a folder, some sort of folder. Here's the table. It's a nice design. It's unusual. It looks like all of these covers, the whole series was printed, these were some sort of two-color separations, so you were only printing with one color and then another color. It simplifies the printing process. So that's number 5. We have 3 albums to go, and then we can get this thing over with. And here is album number 6, Organizing Your Plans and Planning Your Organization. And once again, we have 2 employees. Maybe they're the same employees from the other album cover. This guy looks like he's giving some advice to this fellow. And this fellow is just kind of looking on. So that's Organizing Your Plans and Planning Your Organization, album number 6. And we're almost done. Here's album 7, Strategies of Moving Ahead. This one's a little bit abstract. We have a businessman walking up some stairs or up some sort of pattern here. He's got a shadow here, foreboding shadow, and he's moving ahead. He's a businessman moving ahead. So looks like the overall color scheme here is light orange, dark orange. And finally we have the last album, the final album that I have. There might be other albums in the series. And this one's called How to Live with Your Own Success. Here's a desk with a telephone, a chair, some paperwork, some pens. There's the city, and here's a guy that's, he's a businessman, he's a successful businessman, taking off his glasses, and he's a leaning guy, he likes to lean, and he's looking out the window enjoying his success. And I guess that's it. The motif for this is green, light green, dark green, black. And I'll flip over this one just so you can see the back. The backs of these albums are pretty dull. A lot of explanation of what's on the albums. And I'd be surprised if there wasn't some sort of booklet or handbook that went with these albums. And so I purchased these a few years ago. I haven't really had a chance to investigate too much or do any research, but I think they're kind of fun, attractive albums, and worth sharing. So thanks for being here. Remember, this is Heavenly Album Covers, and I'll see you next time.